This is going to be a review and a comparison of the Galaxy S3 versus the Galaxy S4. Turn these off. This is the Galaxy S3, this is the Galaxy S4. This is a T-Mobile version and this is a Verizon version. On the back of it, you'll see that the camera is a bit larger on the S4 and it has the one LED flash, and it also has the microphone at the bottom. On the Galaxy S3 for the T-Mobile, it has the LED flash on the left and the microphone on the right. Also, the volume rocker is a bit larger on the S4 than the S3. If I put them side to side, you'll be able to see that. The S4 is actually a lot thinner than the S3. The charger ports are basically in the same place, and you can actually use the same charger for your S3 as your S4, but the charger that comes with the S4 charges your phone a lot faster. The home key is also a bit larger on the S4 than on the S3. The S4 also has an infrared sensor. I'll see if I can get it to work real quick. That basically detects your hand gestures and hand motions, and you'll be able to operate the phone with just hand gestures and motions. Let's see if I can pop that up. Okay, so you see, okay, I'm not touching the screen, just waving my hand. You see I'm not touching the screen, right? And I can operate the phone just like that. Now, I'll talk a little bit more about the phones themselves before I get into anything. So with the S3 you have S4, which is very similar to series. It has a 4.0 ice cream operation software, 8 megapixels. It's a dimmer display. It has a 1.9 front-facing camera, 4.8 HD display, 1280 by 720 resolution. It has continuous shooting. The camera is pretty good in this. It's 8 megapixels. It's pretty great. Now let me get into the S4. With the S4, of course, you can remove the back. I'll show you that in a second. It has tons of sensors. I just showed you the infrared sensor where you can basically use hand motion and gestures to basically operate the phone. It has a 2 megapixel front-facing camera, 1920 by 1080 display, and 13 megapixel 4128 by 3096 pixels autofocus. The battery is a bit larger. It's 2600 mAh battery, lithium ion. It also has a 3D display, so when you look at your pictures you can have them in 3D as well. Let's see, also it has a 5-inch screen compared to the 4.8 display on the S4. I can also go into a little bit more details before I get to the phones themselves, because that's what's important. The reception is pretty good, no problems hearing. With this one, it was a little muffled sometimes. I've used this phone for about a year, and I've used this for about 2 weeks now. The display on the S4 is a lot brighter, very crisp. The battery life, it's pretty great for any smartphone. The battery life is pretty great for any smartphone, but you also have a power saver mode which you can use, and using that, and it depends, right? It's based on usage, but you can get a full day out without charging. But it also charges fast, I would say within an hour. The 13 megapixel camera comes with a lot of applications, a lot of features, like you can zoom, you can sort of erase someone in the background, so it's very nice. There's a lot of different options that you can play with. It's very easy to use, but some people say there's a bit of a curve on the S4 as far as learning wise, because it has so many features. But if you go into your settings here, right, you'll be able to see my device, right? And once you go to my device, it'll show you all the features and stuff that you'll be able to use motion gestures. And if you're not comfortable with those, you can basically just turn them off, just like so. You can turn them off. So a lot of people complain about as far as the learning curve, but all the features you can turn off if you don't know how to use them or it's too hard. As far as portability, it's pretty lightweight. It's pretty thin. How heavy can a phone be, right? It's pretty durable, but some people have complained that they've broken their phones, and if that is the case, that can always be solved by just buying a case for it, right? I have one here as well for the S3. So any phone, buy a case, buy a screen protector as well, so the screen doesn't get scratched. And when I go into the phones a little bit now,
New message from Sabina the Great.
okay, you can see that, well, this basically tells me when someone calls as well, and it even reads out a message for me. Now, you see the phones, this is a lot brighter, it's a lot more sophisticated. This is a little bit dark and dim, right? But you still have a lot of the old design from the S3 on the S4, where you have your logs, your favorites, and your contacts. Let's go back here. Let's try something else. I'll try the calculator. Let's see what that is. Okay. So you see, it's a lot more brighter. It's a lot more crisp when you go to the S4 as far as design. And you know, again, battery life is pretty great. A lot of the features have, let's say, been improved. Let's try the calendar really quick. I'll go over here. You see, it's a lot better. So it's a major improvement, especially with the hand gestures, and you know, being able to answer a phone call with just a motion gesture, or even going like this and being able to input information. And I'm gonna also show you the Galaxy. Well, I'll show you the Note as well, just to kind of compare. This is another phone I have to do some repairs on, but you can see the Note compared to the S4, where the Note is quite larger. This is a Samsung. I have to do some repairs on it, but it's quite larger, as you can see. And then it's another jump from the S3, right? Now, as far as the exterior now, I've showed you much of the interior. The exterior, it still has the same, you know, plastic hair, plastic feel. The battery, as I mentioned, this is S3. I'll show you that the battery is a little bit larger on the, let's see. Okay, you see on the S4 the battery is a bit larger, right? Which gives it, you know, a lot more power because it needs a lot more juice for all the features that it has. You would put your SIM card here or here, and your SD card here or here, in case you want to improve or upgrade a little bit, you know, for media devices. You want to be able to put a lot of video there, or a lot of music on your device. That's always possible with an additional SD card, even though this comes with quite a bit of memory, but depending on your usage, right? There we go. Again, you can see, I'll show you the camera really quick, and that would probably conclude my review. So let's go here. I'll pop up the camera right here, and I've already pre-selected a picture here. Not the best one, right? Oh, well, that's a picture there. Well, you know what? Let's, okay. And you can see it's a much wider image, and it is brighter on the S4 than on the S3. And there's a lot of different features here where you can have, you know, both screens up. Here I am with the camera, you know, recording. So this doesn't have as much features. The, you know, there's a lot more features. It's a lot more crisp. There we go. Okay, side by side camera wise. So I would definitely recommend getting the S4. And again, a lot of people say there's a learning curve because this has so many more features, but that can always be let's say avoided or combated with the fact that you can turn off all the hand gestures that the phone has if you don't feel comfortable with them. So this is a great phone. It's wonderful. It's very sleek, nice design, right? And it's very similar to S3. It's a big improvement as well. Exterior, there's a lot of similarities. Interior, this definitely blows this one out of the water. So we're just going to put this on top and kick him away a little bit, right? Just get him out of here. Just kick him around, all right? Because that's basically what the S4 does to the S3. It kicks butt. So definitely recommend upgrading to this device. It's a wonderful device. If you like my review, rate, comment, and we can discuss. I hope you enjoyed your time. Thank you very much, and I hope you found this helpful in your next phone purchase.